Welcome back to Daily DeFi. Today is April 3rd of 2021, Saturday. Hope everyone's having a great start to the weekend. Beautiful day here in Istanbul, Turkey. Just wanted to start off with a quick daily DeFi update on DeFi Pulse, the total value locked in, as well as the maker dominance and some of the other things like DeFi Pulse Index. The reason that I always showcase this when we do the screen recordings, which is the normal style episodes, is because, like I always say, this really keeps the finger on the pulse. So you can really track how this is moving and kind of from this predict out what's going to necessarily happen in the future. So I think this upcoming week is going to be huge. April is going to be a great month for the cryptocurrency markets. March was a bit of a red month, so I'm very excited for this. So let's waste no more time hopping into this. We'll also be talking about XRP, the SEC lawsuit, 3 altcoins that are doing quite well on the 24-hour time frames: Polkastarter, Bitshares, and Ampleforth. And then lastly, we'll be talking about Cardano NFTs. So let's get right into it. So with DeFi Pulse, what we are seeing is the total value being locked in at $47.4 billion. So this is pretty much the all-time high for the total value locked in. This is very good to see, and it really implicates a lot of different things. We're going to see new all-time highs here very soon. I predict this week. And then if we move down to the maker dominance, it's around 16.7%. DeFi Pulse Index is in the 400 range. I think it's around 430 if I recall. And then for the juicy NFT volume, we are seeing around $1.5 million transacted volume. This is very important to see with the non-fungible token market. With this, we're seeing about a 50% drop in NFTs as far as the daily volume, but in the past we've seen thousands of percentage up and down both ways. So just keep your eye on that. Juicy NFTs, we always have that link down below in the description, as well as all the sites that we talk about. So now moving along into the XRP SEC article. This one's very interesting from Decrypt. I think this is fascinating because XRP was one where it's like it had this huge fan base, this huge following, and this SEC lawsuit came. A lot of people jumped train off the XRP kind of bandwagon, and a lot of people are still on it holding. Now, when XRP was up around 60 cents, I think around the November, December area, I remember I was in Kosovo and they did this flare airdrop, and I covered this. And the flare airdrop is still coming, by the way. If you had XRP, you can go check out my videos on that. It's just in the playlist called Altcoins. You can go check that out. It's called like Flare Network Airdrop, and then I did an aftermath video while I was like hiking in the mountains of Kosovo. So that's a kind of interesting video. I kind of chopped it up and talked about all the things you needed to know to qualify for this airdrop. So it's literally, if you're just holding XRP in your own private wallet and on certain exchanges, you qualify for the Flare Network airdrop. So keep that in mind. They haven't dropped it yet, but it is coming. So again, as I said, XRP is this cryptocurrency that's currently ranked 7. It's popped back up, even though they still aren't done with this SEC lawsuit. People are kind of forecasting what's going to happen. I think, once this kind of ends, this SEC lawsuit, this kind of issue with it being targeted as a security, that's kind of the reason this whole lawsuit came about. Once this ends, I can see XRP, hitting crazy next level highs. A lot of people hate this coin. I try to take the ideology out of it. I try to take the, emotion out of investing and just try and think logically about it. I still hold a small amount of XRP. I did sell a decent amount at the beginning of this SEC filing just because, or SEC lawsuit rather, because I knew it was going to take a long time to get settled. So now we can move on to these 3 altcoins. So Polkastarter is up about 14% on the daily. Great project. We've made multiple videos on this. It's a launch pad, so you can get in early on a private and public sales in tokens that haven't been listed on things like Uniswap. So this is great. It's kind of like a tool to have in your tool belt. Keep that in mind. There's also things like TrustSwap, DuckDAO, Dime, and Binance Smart Chain Pad. I've talked about all these in past videos. Along with this, we see Ampleforth Bitshares. Ampleforth's up around 25%. Bitshares around, I think, like 15 to 20%. So both great projects. I won't bore you with the details on that. I'd be happy to do an in-depth video on each of these projects, but I did want to touch on this before we hit that 5-minute mark, because I got to catch a ferry here in a second over to Katachoy. So I wanted to talk about this Cardano NFTs. This is very interesting because Cardano hasn't actually launched their smart chain products, or their not their smart chain, but rather their smart contract products, and they're still able to do NFTs, and these NFTs have gotten a lot of volume, and this is very interesting when you're looking at the overall market. So yes, Cardano is not fully developed yet, but they do have this. So anyways, that's all for today's video. I'll have the article linked down below in the description. If you enjoyed it, like, subscribe, button all, invest global, and until next time.